when you start with a bag that is full of luck. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. We're here for the beginner course and we had a few minutes, so we thought we'll record a quick video for you. Today, we are going to be talking about precision driving. This might be a controversial topic. I'm still, in two minds about saying a certain set of things, but I'm going to say them anyway. And if you disagree with me, please let's have a conversation in the comments below. Before we start this video, I want to talk about what is a line. So when somebody says in an off-road situation that take the correct line, they're talking about the tracks that you take. And when you're rock crawling, this concept is essential. When you listen to people who are off-roading in US and they're doing rock crawling, they talk about take the correct line, put your wheels here. Somehow, when we drive in the sand, this concept does not translate as much. We talk about momentum, we talk about don't fight gravity, and all of that is important. But today we're going to be talking about how important the line is. So when you see any competitive motorsports, it could be your F1, it could be your NASCAR, whatever it is. You have something called a racing line, and the reason why you have that is because the line really makes a difference even in a road situation. So when we're off-road, it matters that much more. When you have the right wheel placement, you don't need as much momentum, you don't need as much throttle, and your car is more stable, so you are much safer than you would be otherwise. Now let me explain. A lot of times, I've seen this on Instagram videos, YouTube videos, a car is climbing a dune. And let's say you have one side here, which is your soft side, and the firm side here. And I always see people, and I'm talking about really experienced people who claim to be real experts at this sport, they tend to always be on this side, and their car starts to drift in the back. And they still just power through their way, but at some point, when the car is slipping enough, they turn down and they lose the ridge, basically. If they anchor their wheel, so if this side of the wheels go on the other side, so in the beginner course, this is one of the first things that we talk about, weight balance on the ridge. So if you have 20% weight of your car on the left side and 80% weight on the right side, you are able to actually hold the ridge much easier. And this allows you to actually go up with a lot less power. Your car doesn't slide, so you're much more stable. That makes it a lot safer to climb. And then you can pretty much do the ridge as much as you want and then turn down. The other thing is, when you see a winding ridge, I always see on Instagram videos again, now these are people who have been doing it for years, but I don't know why, they tend to jump on one side of the ridge, and then jump on the other side of the ridge, and jump on the third side, and so on. They never actually hold the ridge. And I don't know what exactly is the reason. Maybe they know a technique I don't, but the way I see it, they are compromising their line for the sake of momentum and speed, which is, in my opinion, absolutely wrong. It's backwards, because you should prioritize your line over momentum. Because if you have the right line, you don't need that much momentum. And we talk about this a lot, right? Why do you need to have the right amount of momentum? As much as it's fun to go fast, and I do enjoy it. I mean, in the last video, we talked about the dual suspension. The reason why I have a dual suspension in my front is because I like to go fast. And if I hit a ditch accidentally, I don't want it to be such an issue for myself or the car. But the reason why you need the right amount of momentum, and here the keyword is the right. Not too fast, not too slow. When you have the right amount of momentum, your car is in good control. What that means is you stop having close calls. Because a lot of people, especially people who gain some experience and they think that they know how to off-road, and then they jump into intermediate convoys or advanced convoys and they start going fast, they have close calls. So what are close calls? When, I don't know if you have encountered this. I'm sure at some point, if you've been off-roading for a while, at some point or another, you have encountered this, where sometimes you come off a ridge and it's a very dramatic affair when you come off the ridge, or when you switch, it's a very dramatic switch, and you feel like, oh, that was not ideal. Uh, and in certain situations, you get away with it. Like, you can get away with it if you're lucky. You can get away with it 98% of the time. But it's the 2% where you get caught out, and that 2% is when you have unwanted situations, when you have rollovers, when you have damage on your cars. And this video is to tell you basically that if you focus on the line, you become good at following the correct line, and then you slowly increase your momentum, you will find that you can actually go very fast and you can still be safe. When I say very fast, again, it's the right amount of fast in a particular situation. So we don't want higher speed than required in any particular situation. Just to wrap up, my brother is a pilot, and one of his instructors said something really cool, which really stuck with him and me. He said, when you start with a bag that is full of luck and a bag that has no experience. You have to fill up your bag of experience before you run out of the bag of luck. And I was talking to somebody, I was talking to about with Andrew Child. He was a marshal, chief marshal in Abu Dhabi Desert Challenge for a long time. And I said this to him, and he said something really, really nice. This is just a couple of days back, which really I thought was good. He said that when you have enough experience, you make your own luck. And this is what happens. So, sum up, line in an off-road situation is very important, even in the sand. Right amount of momentum in every situation. Not too slow, not too fast. Not too fast being more dangerous than too slow, because too slow, you just have to turn down or you get stuck. That's a small price to pay. Too fast, and there's a higher price to pay. That's all I wanted to say. Please let me know if you agree, disagree. Again, just a full disclaimer, I'm not targeting anybody. This is just, I just saw certain, not just now, but I've been seeing a lot of videos of off-roading, and I think there's a better way to do it. And if you wanna understand how we do it, how I would do it, you can join one of our courses, or you could just join one of our drives, and I'll help you out. That's about it. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.